Hi, everyone. Welcome to American Firearms Network. We hope all of you are doing well. Thank you for joining our show. Today's topic is competition shooting versus real life defensive shooting. And how do we come up with our shows? It's usually mainly we're having conversation with other instructors or students, and these ideas pop into our mind. And this came up, right? Competition versus real defensive shooting came in up by one of our students, and you know, it's different, right? Yeah. It's very, very different. Competition, it's all staged. Okay, you have rules and regulations that you have to follow. You know what you're gonna do. You know what targets you're gonna hit, right? Most of the time, not all the time. Some of competition, some concealment, but a lot of it is. We have this big fancy gun with an outside of the waistband belt with all your magazines angled at the perfect position where you can pull it right out and do a reload. And you have these guns with the light triggers, with the long barrels. And I'm not saying it's hard to, real competition shooting at the high level, even with these type of guns, are really hard. But it's way different than reality. Instructor Paul, would you agree?
Definitely, Todd. It's a mindset. When you get into the defensive side of firearms, it's a mindset that you have to have. The mindset is that at any given time, you may have to use your weapon in self-defense. So the drills that you do on the range, you're going to do drills that are going to be able to compensate that. Okay, lots of close quarter drills, drawing from concealment. Like Todd said, not all competition shooters work with drawing from concealment, but in defensive, we do that. So it's important that when you're doing defensive shooting, one of the main aspects is making sure that you can draw your firearm out very quickly. And not only that, when you're out there, and I say when you're out there in the jungle, the concrete jungle, God forbid if anything happens and you have to draw your firearm, that's going to be life or death.
Yeah, it's completely different. You're going to get surprise attacked most of the times. It's going to be close quarters. It can be dark outside. And you don't know when the attack's going to happen, right? Maybe your loved one's getting attacked. And the most important decision, am I able to shoot? What are the legal laws in your state? That's really the training, right? Am I allowed, given this horrible situation that I'm in, when am I able to draw and fire to stop the threat, right? So that you have to think. It's not enough that you're in pure terror, okay? You have someone attacking you, came out of the mall or wherever you are in a parking lot or wherever you are in your house. It's bad enough that you're in sheer terror. Now you have to have the mindset, am I able to shoot, right? Who's around me? Can I get a shot off? I mean, the list is endless. So to compare that to competition, it's completely two different animals, okay?
But saying that, Todd, and I agree with you 100%. One thing I do like about the competition shooting, and I've watched a lot of real good shooters, I like the fact that they're shooting multiple targets. Unfortunately, when you're doing some training with some instructors, and I'm not trying to have a dig at the instructors, a lot of people, they focus just on shooting on one target. The competition, they have drills where they're shooting on multiple targets. And that can be very, very useful in your defensive training situations, because you're shooting multiple targets, you're moving and shooting, which to me, that's a tremendous ability to be able to have.
So, right. So if our audience is out there and wants, and if you're taking defensive shooting seriously, you're going to find the right instructor to do exactly what Instructor Paul is talking about, getting out in the range and shooting multiple targets, knowing what it's like to get behind cover, to get on a knee, to shoot from a prone position. These are the things that you do in some of these classes that are really, really important. But as far as competition shooting goes, I think, Paul, we're both in agreement.
Yeah.
If you can do competition shooting, absolutely do it. We're not being negative about the competition shooting. It's just way different. Don't develop bad habits. But if you want to be a really, really good shooter, that's exactly how you become a really, really good shooter. Okay? Is doing competition. There's nothing better than that. You want to be great at shooting and really be good, join competition. Okay? Be a competitor. Learn. Get involved in that. It's a big deal. The key is trying to transfer it to both,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
Not developing such bad habits in the competition where you can't switch in your head into the defensive mindset, right? You got to be able to switch. You can't just get lazy, right? You got to do both. If you're doing outside the waistband with a gun belt, you have to do concealment. You have to keep that training on, even more so if you're getting into the competition world.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, in the competition world, using a Glock 34 and changing up the trigger and putting an optic on the gun is a lot different than if you were using a small 43X, Glock 43X for concealment. Drawing from concealment with a 43X, you're going to draw a lot quicker than if you had a full-size handgun. So you got to take that into consideration.
Absolutely, and that's its whole lot of training, right? Just strictly drawing from concealment, and we've talked about this on a bunch of shows. There's more. There's a lot. I'm not going to say the most. There's a lot of accidental discharges all happen from drawing from concealment.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's something that needs to be practiced. Anyway, competition versus defensive shooting, they're both great. Defensive shooting obviously is great. It's to save your life. You need to practice.
Yeah.
Definitely do competition shooting if you can. You're going to be a much better shooter for it. I wish I had the time. Okay, I would definitely do it. Unfortunately, I don't. But competition shooting absolutely will get you to that unbelievable level of being a great shooter. But you have to do both.
And you know, Todd, it's all about enjoying your trade. The good thing about competition shooting is that you meet other people and you can train against other people. So it's a lot of fun, because you don't want to get into the stage where you have a mundane experience with just having a gun and only using it for defensive work. You want to be able to take it out of that realm and to do competition.
It's a lot of fun.
I've
been at a few matches and it looks so much fun. And
so much fun.
And maybe one day I'll get into it.
Yeah.
You know, I was just at the Glock tournament not too long ago.
Yes.
Where it was down in Homestead 4 months ago, whatever it was. Anyway, it's great. So anyway, that's our thoughts.
That's our thoughts, and all I can say is whatever you do, whatever you decide to do, I want you to get up from the couch and go out there and train, and more training.
Yes.
Take care. We'll see you on the next episode.